Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In this tutorial, we design 6-bedroom. I can't call it mansion, I can't call it duplex, but it's a kind of design that come to me in an audience. I'm going to be sharing story about this design for everybody. So that's some of the projects I've done before. As you know, the way we do on this a part that we start a project and we complete step by step, so you'll be able to learn. So I will sharing my story of how I got to this design by something. So let's start. So I'm going to open a new file. So if you have this kind of a project, if you are new to Revit, this is just the basic way to go. So Imperial for those who are using inches and feet. So you can choose your template from here by just selecting anything. So I'm going to select architectural metric templates. So that's just where I want to work all my journey straight up. So I'm going to click there and I will say okay. So let it pop up upload from the project interface. So everything will be balanced. Then we start the whole project. So that is bedroom flat. Come with a lot of shocking to me when I started it. So I will put my plane on this, but if you are the first timer in the Revit, that's you, most of the things you do, you have an issue. So and you open the template, this is how for you find. So let me quickly do some things and adjust it so that you'll be able to do your work perfectly. So the first thing you need to do is that you check this project browser whether they are in order. So if you do not have it in your phone, maybe this actually it disappear and you are not getting it. So where do you need to go? You go to view. So when you go to view, where you get it, you come to user interface. This is the place to come. So everything that you are seeing here, they are going to be here. So you come to user interface and you click here. So what is missing, you want to put them back. If you toggle this property now, this one is going to disappear. So let's do that so that I'll be able to see. You see there's no more there. So you toggle this one, browser, project browser, then you come back to the position. Then you come here again and you go to properties, so you'll be able to find them back in order so that everything will be in place. So let's say you have them stuck here and you have them stuck here and you want them to not to have, how will I put it now, maybe in your hole everything is floating like this one, this way, the way this one is floating around, you don't have them again. The same thing, this one is floating as well. Understand? So you know I detach it from here now. So how do you do that? Maybe you make them to be stick to, so you carry them around, you toggle them from the top way, let's just, then you drag them up and down. So you drag it to the extreme edge. When you show that blue ribbon around that place, then you drop it. So definitely it's going to snap to that particular point. So that is how you work on that. So you can reduce it. The same thing happen to this place too. When you grab it like that, you drag it around. So the moment you show this that okay, yes, it's ready to snap, so you snap it and you release it. So you reduce the size. So that's just what I want to do. That's technical. So the next thing is that this floor plan and this levels are okay. Remember, this level and this level, they are the same thing. The site level is 0 level. The level 1 is a 0 ground level. So how do you dictate that? You go to site elevation to go and see that. So at this site elevation, now you see the level from here. So this one is telling you that the one from ground level, from level 0 to level 1 is 400. That is 4,000 millimeter. That is 4 meter high. So for me, it's too high for my own use. I don't use 4 meter. So it depends on the country where you are. But in Nigeria, actually what we use is 3 meter because of our standard. So I'm going to just have 3 meter, which is 3,000 millimeter at that position. So I'm going to create more additional below to help set my foundation level. So I'm going to do, say, create similar. Then this will be snapped by -100. So I will change the name before I proceed. So you can change the name from here by double clicking, or you come to this place to come and change the name. So you right click here and say rename. So you click on rename, then you change it to foundation. Sorry, you change it to foundation. Okay. So that will be definitely changed, and you say yes, you click that. So the next level you are going to create is the first floor, which is to make sure you can use this to drag, so that when you snap to that 3 meter, it's going to give you, then automatically it's going to say 6 meter. So let's say you double click here and you change it to level 3, only just the back you change, which is okay. Then you say yes. So the next thing you do the same thing by saying create similar, then you create additional one. So it's your choice, depending on the level you are going to. So that's how you do, and that is how. Now you have this in place. That's something that we need to come back to come and teach some of when you are doing the design, you cosplay references. So by the time we get there, we're going to be showing that. So from here we are going to proceed. So let me tell you the brief story concerning that. So I'm starting my design right away from here now. So that client contacts me online. Basically, I don't know him physically or something. So he said he's staying it's not in Nigeria, man. It's a Nigerian man, but not staying in Nigeria. He's staying in somewhere, call it name Cambodia or something like that. So he said that okay, he needs 6 bedroom, that I want to build it in the east. As somebody who understand the whole procedure of things now, so I was like, we start chatting, and this project is long. It's not now. What I'm saying now is something like maybe I would say maybe like 4 years or 5 years ago that these things has happened. For example, 2021, no, 2020, years after COVID-19, this happened. So he contacted me and said okay, he wanted me to do a design for him, that for he has a land in the east, and this is what he wants, that he needs 6 bedroom. No, now this one I'm doing this one is that I pick a wall here so I'll be able to understand what I'm creating. So he gave me the particular, so say a village land is just let me design a beautiful something that I will come up with, and it's going to be nice, and I will. So enough me now as a still looking for clients all over. So I just swap into action and start drawing one after the other. Fantastic, this building is very okay. I've not even show you how it was, the way it was in that period. Let me quickly show you that so that you'll be able to. This is the particular building I'm talking about, and this is where we are arriving at. So this particular building contains this bedroom. When I for designing it, now later told me that okay, you see that I have ramp here and I have steps. So he later told me that he has 2 aged people, so that they cannot be climbing steps, that they have ramp. So I have to introduce ramp. So this ramp I introduce ramp inside the house too. So you can imagine how that house is going to be. I have the ramp inside house, because it said these people they have to have access to climbing up by not using steps. So I have to introduce that. So that is why this building is unique for me, because it take me now. The funniest part is that this building take me 2 days to design, because I needed money that time and I wanted to do it, and I want to submit the work fine, which is what is needed. So the story continues. Then let's continue with the design. So let's go back. So I have to decide to make it a very standard building in my home thinking. And when I said it to somebody, I'm going to tell you a whole lot of story concerning this building that happened, because this building you are seeing, I later give it to somebody else and it was like fantastic, and the person did not even make any comment and just get it like that and make use of it. Now this is, let's say the meter here is 5 meters, so I use 5 as my starting. So what I first do is that I introduce a grid. So if you have a grid, let's say we have grid here, just create a grid 1, then grid 2. So now the grid 1, grid 2, what you just need to do is that you can start copying them and going to be replicating and duplicating themselves. So you can have it like that. So I have 3 tiers in which I divided the whole design to, because that's just the basic thing I have to do, because it's a big house. I was like wondering how I'm going to get that particular attention based design for that purpose. So I have to divide it into 3. Then this one too, I have to work on it again. Let's say this is a 6A, so change the figure of this to A. So from here now I copy to have like 6 meter. So let's say I have 6 meter here. 6,000 millimeter in design. So I have to copy it again. So copy that again to another one, then copy to this one, then copy to this one. So now, so my capacities work within this space. So when I'm going to create everything I want to create within this particular space. So the first I need to do is that I will want to box them up. So I have to box it up here. So complete it like this. So box it up complete like that. So this is the place I'm going to work all my design with the belief of the fact that okay, must have 6 bedroom flat compulsory, 4 bedroom at the ground floor, then 2 at the upper, 2 at this ground floor, then 4 at the upper floor. It must contain local house. It must have a ramp for the elderly ones and things like that, just like what he said. And he said he needed it urgently, so I have to rush into action and start the procedure step by step. So I started the whole project by start like this. So one of the things that I did was I have to create the sitting room because now it's a big house, a land that is a big land that just has to make sure that I use it, and I want the room to be big and things like that. So I started by that process. So, and because it says you live in abroad, I have to do a lot of research. How did they build in Cambodia? And because there you need that kind of design to come in. How did they build in Cambodia? What's the facility and things like that? So I put in place. So I click here, then you click here. Let's say we close this place now. Now we're going to have our bed, sitting room at that level. This part is going to be for the sitting room, and this is going to be for the entrance. Then this one we're going to make use of it for every other surfaces that need to go. So this is not the final stuff. So when you are following it, just follow step by step so that you understand what I'm creating. So the main thing is that you get your grid 5.5, 5.5, and 5.5. So every other one we are going to be dividing in the 6 meter and within the grid system. So that aspect is being laid. So this later I might later list some of this what is it called now, some of this work, but just follow the procedure as I'm creating it so that I'll be able to get along with what I'm designing. So I have to like, okay, what I'm going to do, where is going to be the entrance? Definitely the entrance is going to be in the middle. So I pop up that one. So I start here halfway to design that, cut it off. So the next thing is that I have to look for where the what is it called will be the seat, which is going to be at this right, because there's way I don't want them to enter into this and just bump me to, because I'm going to introduce some certain things. So from now, click this one and divide it into 2. As you are seeing is, make sure you are following the measurement as I don't introduce measurement in this place, but I'm going to be I don't used to introduce measurement. I'm going to be introducing measurement so that you'll be able to follow properly. So from grid to grid, so this one stay. So another grid from here to another grid, this one will stay. Then another grid from here, we stay here like that. So this will guide you when you are doing your basic arrangement. So as I have it now, the next thing is that I have to get come to my own bubble activities diagram. So I post my TC room at the left side. The anti room is going to be here. So when you come in, you pass to this place and you enter. So when you enter this place, you do whatsoever you want to do. So I'm going to have that in place. So click here and then divide this place in again, because it's going to be too bogus when you leave it in that open level. So I'm dividing that into halfway. Good. So here I introduce something called a library, so that if you want to read and things like that, because those are the things that require. Because when you come back, if you have students that are doing lesson, where would they stay, what would they do? So this aspect is for that place to stay. So I have that in place. Now this is an open end for you, so I cannot leave it open like this, because now you need a, how will I call it now, at this place the staircase must be here. So you need a double way staircase that will go up. So all those things I'm going to put them in a position. So those are the things that I had in a place. So I'm going to reduce this one now. It's not going to go to the back any longer, just come here to stay. So now I have decided to build this up in this position. So the next thing I need to do is to create a dining. So I'm going to sit here, then I will create a little bit, bring it into halfway. Good. So where will my kitchen be? My kitchen is supposed to be somewhere, so I'm going to start my kitchen to be here. The kitchen is going to stay here, so do not mind whatever it comes from. So that's how we got to design. So kitchen is here. Okay, so kitchen is there. We remove this and drag it to this point. So this is the kitchen part. So what we need now is that we need to put room where the room is supposed to be. We are going to with the 2 rooms, something like that. So I'm going to say okay, let me just say I'm removing this one. So get to then you get it from inner into in. So this is another one. Okay, so into in we have that in place, which is a living room, dining, then kitchen as big as this. What else do we need? So that aspect is settled. So the next aspect is that I'm going to create and get the rooms in place now. So when we must have one room at this junction. So I'm going to introduce that. So by clicking here, we have a room. Let's say we have a room here. So this is another one, but I'm going to cut this to halfway because I want that plan to have a shape. I don't just want it to be just fully rectangular. So like this now has given me the perspective of the kind of shape I want. That okay, this shape is going to make a little bit of sense, more than that I just created things that have no pattern. So I've created a grid system that a design that have a shape. So furthermore, I'm going to say, let's say this is here. Fine. So I have a shape like a finger or something like a finger. You understand, your finger thumbnail like that. So I will have it like that as a perfect shape. So this is the way the whole design looks like initially before I will proceed to the next thing to do. So this is the total land for now. So in other words, you can still proceed by extending it. So if you're working on this, so this will be a guide for you. So let's proceed by doing this. So at this level now, I have my sitting room here, the entrance. So something is going to take place here, but we are going to be doing this one step by step. So let me quickly bring the annotate for you so that you get to understand what I'm trying to create. So I'm going to say living room at this level, just a major area that I will just annotate so that we proceed. Living room, ante room. So before we later come up to be detailing the ante room, then I have a bedroom here. Sorry. Then another bedroom is going to be here. So where I'm going to put my ramp, so we're going to just see that one later. Then kitchen is going to be kitchen, I think, like that. Then we have dining to be situated somewhere here. Okay, understand. So then this place is going to be for circulation activities. So yes, how will I call it now? Staircase and everything is going to be there because it's going to be an inside staircase. So we're going to discuss that and design it in the big level. So this is the way the brief of the whole house come in particular. So and I make this thing for him to understand that okay, this is a great way of doing design. Then fantastic, he look at it and he accepted it the way it was. So coming back to tell me a story later, which I'm going to share with you in the next episode. So thanks for watching. At this level, this is how far. We'll just leave it at this level. So the next episode we can move on. So remember, we are going to this level of a design to explore. So time for watching. We'll see you when we start the next one in the next tutorial.